Have you ever noticed something strange? The moment you stop chasing her, the moment you finally move on, that's when she comes back. Not when you're trying harder, not when you're texting more, not when you're proving your worth, but when you've detached. Why does that happen? Most people get this completely wrong. They think it's about tricks, tactics, or saying the right words. But the truth is much deeper and far more powerful. It's rooted in something ancient, something the Stoics understood centuries ago. And if you truly understand this, you won't just make women come back, you'll stop needing them to. Before we go deeper, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. If you're someone who wants real, high-level insights, not surface-level advice, you're in the right place. Now, let's break this down. When a woman rejects you, it's rarely because you're not good enough. That's the story people tell themselves. But rejection is often about perception, timing, and emotional energy. When you're chasing, seeking validation, or trying to prove yourself, you unintentionally place her above you. And people don't value what feels easily available. This is where Stoicism comes in. The Stoics believed in one powerful principle: control what you can and detach from what you cannot. You cannot control how someone feels about you. You cannot force attraction. But you can control your mindset, your actions, and your sense of self-worth. When you're attached to the outcome, when you need her to like you, you lose something essential: your inner stability. And people can feel that. Neediness, even subtle, creates pressure. It says, "My happiness depends on you." And that pressure pushes people away. Not because they're bad, but because attraction thrives in freedom, not obligation. But something interesting happens when you let go. When you stop chasing, when you accept the rejection, when you genuinely move forward with your life, you shift your energy completely. You become calm, grounded, unshaken. And that's attractive. This is why women often come back. Not because you begged, not because you waited, but because you didn't. You became someone who doesn't cling, someone who has options, someone whose identity isn't dependent on one person's approval. And that's rare. Marcus Aurelius once wrote that the best revenge is to not be like your enemy. In this context, the enemy isn't the woman. It's the version of yourself that seeks validation externally. When you overcome that, you become powerful. Now, here's something most people won't tell you. When she comes back, it's not always about love. Sometimes it's curiosity. Sometimes it's ego. Sometimes it's the realization that you weren't as replaceable as she thought. But here's where Stoicism separates you from everyone else. You don't react emotionally. You observe. You ask yourself, does this align with my values? Does this person respect me now? Has anything actually changed? Because just because someone comes back doesn't mean you should let them back in. That's power. And if you're starting to see this differently, go ahead and subscribe. This channel is about building that level of mindset, not chasing people, but mastering yourself. Let's go deeper. When you embody Stoicism, you stop seeing rejection as loss. You see it as redirection. You understand that your worth isn't decided by someone else's opinion. It's built internally, through discipline, purpose, and self-respect. And when you operate from that place, something shifts. You're no longer trying to impress. You're no longer over-explaining. You're no longer afraid to walk away. And, ironically, that's when people start noticing you. Because confidence isn't loud. It's not forced. It's quiet certainty. It's knowing that you'll be fine, with or without anyone. That energy is magnetic. So, when a woman comes back after rejecting you, it's often because she now sees what she didn't see before. Not because you changed for her, but because you changed for yourself. Or maybe you simply revealed who you truly were once you stopped trying so hard. Either way, the lesson is the same. Detachment creates attraction, but not fake detachment. Not pretending not to care while secretly hoping. Real detachment. The kind where your life is full, your purpose is clear, and your peace isn't negotiable. And that's something no one can ignore. Now, let's be clear. This isn't about playing games. Stoicism isn't manipulation. It's discipline. It's emotional control. It's understanding that your value doesn't fluctuate based on someone else's decision. When you truly internalize that, you stop asking, "Why did she reject me?" and start asking, "Is she even aligned with the life I'm building?" That's a completely different level of thinking, and most people never reach it. But you can. And if you're still here watching, it means you're already ahead of most. So here's the truth. Women don't come back because you chased harder. They come back because you stopped chasing entirely. Because you became unavailable in the one way that matters. You were no longer emotionally dependent. And that changes everything. Now, as we close this, remember this one idea. Your power is in your independence. Not isolation, but emotional independence. Build your life. Focus on your purpose. Strengthen your mind. Become unshaken. And you'll notice something interesting. Not just women, but opportunities, respect, and success will start coming toward you. Not because you forced them, but because you became the kind of person they're drawn to. Now let's take this even deeper, because understanding why women come back is only the surface. The real question is, what do you do when they do? This is where most men fail. They spend all this time trying to get her back, but the moment she returns, they lose all composure. They get excited, they overinvest, they fall right back into the same patterns that caused the rejection in the first place. And just like that, the cycle repeats. But a Stoic man, he moves differently. He understands that every situation is a test, not of her intentions, but of his discipline. When she comes back, it's not a reward. It's an opportunity to see if you've actually grown, or if you're still the same person she walked away from. And this is where emotional control becomes everything. Because the moment you react impulsively, you reveal that nothing has changed, that your detachment was temporary, that your confidence was conditional, and people can sense that instantly. This is why Stoicism emphasizes mastery over emotion, not suppression, but control. You feel everything, but you're not controlled by it. So when she reappears, instead of thinking, "I finally got her back," you think, "Let me observe this calmly." That alone separates you from 90% of people. And if you're starting to understand the deeper game here, make sure you're subscribed, because this is the kind of mindset that changes your entire life, not just your dating life. Now here's something even more important. Sometimes, when a woman comes back, It has nothing to do with you becoming better in the way you think. It's not always about looks, money, or status. It's about contrast. When you were chasing her, she experienced you as predictable, available, certain. But when you disappeared, when you stopped reaching out, stopped reacting, stopped seeking her attention, you became uncertain. And uncertainty creates curiosity. She starts to wonder, why isn't he reaching out anymore? Did he move on? Was I wrong about him? And that curiosity pulls her back. But here's the Stoic perspective. You don't let curiosity control your decisions. Just because someone is curious about you doesn't mean they deserve access to you. Let that sink in. Because this is where self-respect becomes real. Not just something you say, but something you practice. A Stoic man has standards. He doesn't just accept attention, he evaluates it. He asks, is this genuine? Is this consistent? Is this aligned with the life I'm building? And if the answer is no, he walks away, calmly, without anger, without resentment. That's power. Now let's talk about another uncomfortable truth. Sometimes women come back not because they deeply value you, but because they lost access to you. And losing access triggers something psychological. Perceived value increases when availability decreases. This isn't manipulation, it's human nature. We value what we might lose. So when you were always there, always responding, always available, your presence felt normal. But when you removed yourself, your absence became noticeable. And suddenly, your value increased. Not because you changed externally, but because your presence became scarce. But again, Stoicism teaches you not to rely on this. You don't try to become scarce. You don't play games. You simply focus on your life so deeply that you naturally become less available. And that's the difference. One is strategy, the other is identity. And identity always wins. If you become the kind of person who is genuinely focused, disciplined, and fulfilled, you won't need to think about making her come back, because whether she does or not becomes irrelevant. And that's the ultimate level. Now here's something most people don't want to hear. Even if she comes back, it doesn't always mean the relationship will work. In fact, many times it won't. Because the underlying issues haven't changed. The dynamics haven't evolved. The emotional patterns are still there. So if you go back into it blindly, driven by emotion instead of clarity, you'll end up right where you started. But a Stoic man doesn't repeat cycles unconsciously. He reflects. He asks, what actually went wrong? What role did I play? What standards did I ignore? Because growth isn't just about becoming more attractive, it's about becoming more aware. And awareness prevents repetition. Now let's talk about the most powerful shift of all. When you truly embrace Stoicism, you stop seeing people as wins or losses. You see them as experiences. Some people enter your life to teach you something. Some to challenge you. Some to reveal parts of yourself you need to work on. And once you learn the lesson, you don't need to repeat the experience. That's why a Stoic man can let go without bitterness, because he understands that nothing is wasted. Every rejection, every comeback, Every situation is shaping him into someone stronger, calmer, more disciplined. And that's the real goal. Not getting her back, but becoming someone who doesn't lose himself trying to. If you're still watching this, take a moment and really think about that. Because this is bigger than dating. This is about how you approach life. Do you react emotionally or respond intentionally? Do you chase validation or build internal certainty? Do you depend on outcomes or stay grounded regardless of them? These are the questions that define your path. And the more you lean into Stoicism, the clearer those answers become. Now, let's bring this full circle. The real reason women come back after rejecting you isn't because you figured out a trick. It's because you stopped needing one. You became stable. You became focused. You became unshaken. And in a world where most people are reactive, emotional, and dependent, that stands out. But here's the final truth. Your goal should never be to make someone come back. Your goal should be to become the kind of person who is always moving forward, regardless of who stays or leaves. Because when you reach that point, you win either way. She comes back, you evaluate it calmly. She doesn't, you keep building your life. No desperation, no attachment, no loss of identity, just clarity. So as you move forward from this video, remember this. Don't chase attention. Don't chase validation. Don't chase people. Build yourself to the point where everything that enters your life is a choice, not a necessity. And that is the Stoic way. If this part opened your eyes, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. There's a lot more coming that will challenge your thinking and push you to a higher level. Keep watching, keep improving, and most importantly, stay unshaken. I'll see you in the next video.